I was from Atlanta and grew up like going to Catholic school, so I think that kind of always encouraged like a career of service for me. And throughout like high school, college, I really enjoyed like science, always kind of realized that I was headed towards a healthcare track. In undergrad, I went to UGA, loved it, and I had like volunteered at some free clinics, shadowed a good bit of different types of physicians, and just fell in love with medicine. I did have a gap year. I worked back home just as a medical assistant at like a surgical practice, so that was great experience and like great exposure to the medical field before kind of jumping right in. When I was looking at medical schools to apply to, I think being from Georgia and going to UGA, I kind of always looked at MCG just because so many graduates had gone on and been successful here. So realizing that it was the only state-funded medical school and kind of knowing MCG's network and reputation, I always wanted to go here. My very last rotation was actually OBGYN, and I think I was kind of waiting to find like my, I guess, home specialty, kind of where it felt like the best fit, and OBGYN being my last specialty, kind of everything clicked together, and I think that's what fit best. I just think it's the coolest job in the world, bringing life into the world. I am the first, I guess, person in my nuclear family to go to medical school, but I had physicians in like my extended family. My mom is a lawyer, went to law school. My dad was in sales, so this was kind of something that they always thought that they could see for me, and they were always, it's funny to like be on the phone with them sometimes. I'll tell them about like a day in clinic or like a day on the wards, and they're just like, that's so cool. My older sister went into sales. Younger sister is going into film. Coming into school, I was a little worried about, how much free time I would have, but I've been very pleasantly surprised with the amount of time that I've been able to have. And you need hobbies in med school, definitely. Running has kind of been a big outlet for me. I run the Canal Trail too many times to count. I had enough time to train for a marathon, ran the Chicago Marathon about a year ago, and was able to raise money for Alzheimer's research, so that was really rewarding. In my second year, I had the opportunity to work in Dr. Jennifer Sullivan's research lab. My research in her lab has focused on biological differences between men and women in regards to kidney function, immune function, and really we're looking at diseases that affect women more, like hypertension and autoimmune diseases. So that's possibly could have contributed towards my push into OBGYN. I've been able to share some of that research and present at national conferences, so that's all been an incredible experience as well.